biggest piece of advice I would give people with regard to estate planning is just get out there and do it. It's not a fun conversation to have, and nobody wants to talk about the time where they're maybe incapacitated or when they're going to pass away. But your family will thank you for having the documents ready when the time comes.
I have a couple pieces of advice. The first one is just do it. I know a lot of times people are hesitant. They don't want to do it. They don't want to deal with thinking about what happens when they die. But if you can just take literally a couple hours out of your life to get all of that in order, it's going to be so good to have that relief of knowing that you've got things set into place, that if something happens to you, that's one less thing your family has to worry about. Those things have been taken care of. And the second advice I would give people is there's a lot of employers these days that have legal services as part of your employee benefits. So if that's something that you have, take advantage of it. A lot of times you can get a whole estate plan done with those legal services for very little cost to you. So I always like to say, it's a good time to do that when you don't have to front the cost for that. You can have your legal plan do that for you.
The most important piece of estate planning advice that I can give anyone is to just do it. Don't think about what's going to happen 20 years down the road. Think about what you want done now. You never know how short life can be and what may happen to you or a loved one. So just planning for the next 5 years is the most important thing, because you can always come back and make a change later to help you for the future.
What I would recommend to anybody that is thinking about estate planning is take the time and do it. It's good to have something in place, so if something does happen to you, that your family is taken care of, that your plans and your final wishes are laid out for them. After going through my father's death, he had all that already taken care of with Greg. So it was a lot less stressful of a time knowing that we were doing the things the way he wanted it, and that Greg had already set it up correctly for him.
One thing I would say to someone who might be a little hesitant about estate planning would be to just make that initial phone call. Just do it, because I know it's scary to think about. It's not an easy topic to think about, but it's going to be a lot better for your family and loved ones when they know your wishes, if you should pass, and it makes it a little bit easier on them, not such a burden. I know firsthand when my dad passed away suddenly in August of 2019, he had nothing in place. And it was really difficult for my mom to make those decisions for herself, for him, and my sister and I. And I know that she wished that she would have known more of what he would want. So it does make things a lot easier, and I've seen it firsthand how much easier it is for family and loved ones when you know what that person would want.